This is Norway, the land of stunning and dramatic landscape and climatic contrast. And this is Oslo, a clean and quiet capital surrounded by nature. With a population of 599,000, the streets of Oslo are filled with busy commuters at daytime, and in the evening, Oslo flashes a lively nightlife scene. Behind this, Oslo is also known as the heroin capital of Europe, and the streets cradle a high number of drug users. Downtown Oslo, just a couple of minutes walk from the place where drug addicts gather, the Marita Foundation has been running the Marita Coffee House for years. The cafe is open in the evenings for drug addicts and prostitutes, serving traditional rice porridge with sugar and cinnamon, hot chocolate, tea, and coffee. The Marita Coffee House is run by 3 employees and around 60 volunteers. Several congregations in Oslo contribute with their own teams. Motivation groups gather in the cafe to inspire drug addicts to seek detoxification and rehabilitation.
I've been a drug addict myself, and I met Jesus in 1973. I was 22 years on that time, and that changed my life. But when I look back at my friends I was using drugs with on that time, more than 75% of them, maybe 80% of them are dead today.
Right now, the condition of drug abuse, the status of drug abuse in Norway, in your opinion?
Well, it's no exact numbers, but if we're talking about hard drug addicts, people using opiates like methadone, heroin or morphine, a qualified guess is something between 12 and 18,000.
The drug problem in Oslo there is no doubt, it's quite big. Even like TV shows like National Geographic and so on has said that the biggest problem city today is in fact Oslo. Anyone can start to use drugs.
Oslo has 600,000 inhabitants, and I think we have between 6,000 or 7,000 drug addicts who use needles. And we have an open drug scene. Makes it look like there is a huge drug problem in Oslo.
I use between 10 to 20 grams amphetamine in the day. That's much. You can kill an elephant with it.
Do you think it is a problem in the society right now?
Ja, det tror jeg. Det for streng lovgivning. Det alt for mye restriksjoner, og det alt for standby-politikk i Norge til at de kan klare å få løse oppgavene som I samfunnet.
Have you been in prison, you said?
Adult, 32 years.
32 years?
Yes.
For what crime?
Double murder and robbery. I go in a house to the people, car thief, everything. Blow up the money boxes.
Have you been using drugs?
Yes, I was hard on amphetamine.
How long?
5 years at once now, but I have used amphetamine from 72.
How you were able to get away from drug?
I had a girlfriend who was on heroin, and she went into prison. And when she came out, she said, no, it had to stop. Then she go into Evangelical Center, and I couldn't stop. I still go on. And then she went out, and we drove to Sandnes, and she said I could choose between her or the drug. And then I dropped the drug.
So what is the solution?
Well, we have teams traveling to schools doing prevention, and what we tell the students is that it's much easier never start than to try stop after you've started.
How do you think people can come out from that?
Well, I think they should do the choice themselves by getting yourself a good education, and you have a good relationship to the parents, have a good family life.
In general, for visitors to Oslo city, it's an open drug scene. So it looks like there's a lot of drugs in the city. But we who work with drugs, we know that that's not the scenario. There aren't that much drugs in Norway. And amongst young people, you could believe a lot of young people use drugs, but they don't. 9 out of 10 have never tried drugs. My unit, we work with young people under the age of 18, and we work with young people and drugs. And in 2000, the numbers were twice as high in Norway than it is today. It was close to 20% of young people between 15 and 20 who had tried drugs. But today it's half. The number is half. It's 1 out of 10%.
But as a Christian, I believe that through Christ we can win any fight, even this one. It's possible.
It's a question of follow God, listen to God, give the kids the God's word, the testimony.
It is possible to stop after you have started, but it's much easier to never start in the first place.
Drugs are not good for your health, so say no.